Hi guys, my name is 2 Cent Penny. I am new to the whole YouTube thing. I've always wanted to make YouTube videos on manga and reviews and whatnot, but I don't really have the technology to make nice videos, and I'm not very knowledgeable about how to edit them, so this is going to be a little rough. I also have cats that might be running around, so I apologize if I randomly look away or there's a big cat in front of the camera. I'm sorry. The purpose of this video is a manga tag. I saw it from Insidious Swede's channel, and then I found the source was AloofDragons, another YouTuber that I just stumbled across from Insidious Swede, and she's also starting out, and I was like, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna do this, and I apologize if it's weird and awkward. I don't usually am on camera. That probably didn't make sense, but let's begin, shall we? I'm sorry, my cat just distracted me. He just fell from his cat tree. Yeah. Alright, so the manga tag questions. Number 1. What are you reading right now? So currently, I am reading The Ancient Magus Bride. So far, I've only read volume 1 yesterday, and I really enjoyed it. The main character is a little strange. Don't know how I'm going to like her. She seems like she doesn't have a lot of self-worth, and she kind of goes with the flow. I don't know, I'm curious to see how this goes. I really like the world, and the art is very beautiful. But yeah, so far I like volume 1, and I'm excited to continue it to see if there's any character development, and I'm really curious to see how the main character, well, how she develops through the series, because right now I'm not really sure about her. I like her, but sometimes she doesn't seem very realistic, and I'm curious to see where this will lead. Alright, second question. What's your guilty pleasure manga? So I don't really have any that I feel necessarily guilty about reading. However, I do have one that is really ridiculous. Excuse me. It's really ridiculous, and although I'm not ashamed or embarrassed about it, I would say it's a guilty pleasure because there's like no, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it. But High School DxD. It is fluffy. It is lots of boobs, nosebleeds, action. But honestly, it's really goofy and ridiculous and over the top, and boobs, lots of boobs, panty shots. So yeah, I'm not necessarily ashamed about it, but it doesn't have a lot of substance, in my opinion, that is. But it's just a fun read, and I like it for that. So if I'm having a rough day or just kind of want to chill through something, I usually pick something like this up. Alright, third question. Have you ever cried reading a manga? Do you remember which volume? I've never cried while reading a manga. However, I do get pretty emotionally invested into characters or situations. I will say that Naruto is one of my favorites, and while I never cried during it, I definitely felt a little choked up at times, and other times I'm just like, oh my god, you gotta win. I don't know, this one really riles me up, and I love Naruto. Absolutely love it. One of the first animes I ever watched. I just love it. Absolutely love it. Alright. Number 4. What's a manga you like in a genre you don't normally read? Alright, so I'm not a huge shoujo person, but I like the Host Club. I don't know if it's the art or the style, the plot. I'm not a big shoujo person. I believe this is considered shoujo. something that really bugs me is the eyes, because they're just ridiculous looking. Like, in all of them, though, they're like all like these big-eyed doe-looking women, and the men are weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just the art style that bugs me, and the storylines aren't usually my cup of tea, but it's different for Ouran Host Club. I absolutely love this. I think it's super cute. It's funny. There are moments where I'm like, oh, this is a little slow, but it usually picks back up. I don't know. I love the female, or the main character. I love her so much. I still sometimes can't get over the art style, but I mean, I just need to get over myself, apparently. But this is a very good manga. I love it. And it is definitely not in a genre I would typically read. All right, number 5. Seinen, Shoujo, or Shonen. Definitely Shonen. Absolutely love Shonen. Most of the things I have are Shonen. I just really... Because they're usually like the guy who's average or just terrible, and then he like either slowly builds momentum and just becomes awesome, or he's average and he just quickly becomes a god, basically. I don't know. I like things like Naruto or Food Wars, there's another one, I can't think of it, but I like it when they're either very terrible or just average, and they slowly get really, really good, but they also, they lose, and they lose a lot, usually, but then they overcome it, and I love it. I love it so much. Number 6. What's your favorite manga world and why? I'm gonna go back to Naruto. I love the setting, the world, the ninjas, how they have to train, and then like all the villages and their different philosophies and the different ways that they represent themselves. I love that, and it would be a world that I would want to be a part of, because one, being a ninja would be fucking awesome, let's be honest. But I love the world. The second one that came to mind was Attack on Titan, but honestly I wouldn't want to live in that world and be eaten by, humanoid creatures. Titans, not my cup of tea. But I really love that world as well. I think it was really well thought out, and it's just so curious to see like all these different elements come together. Anyway, number 7. What's or most underrated series you own? So I just started collecting manga just this past summer, I believe. I started collecting more manga. I had a couple titles, but I wasn't really serious into it, and then I started picking up more and more. So I don't have a huge collection, but I would say my most underrated, because I don't see these in a lot of videos, would be Centaur's Life. There's actually a YouTuber named Fatal Ferret, and I saw it on his channel, I believe, and I picked it up after seeing it, and I absolutely love it. I don't see it often on other YouTuber channels or in their collections, but I mean, perhaps I'm wrong. I just really like it. It's just about this girl just growing up. I don't know, I think it's really cute and in a unique kind of take, because they're all monsters for the most part, and their concerns and their adolescent years is different than us humans, and I really enjoy that. And then the second one that I would say is After School Charisma. I haven't read that far into it. I only have, I think, the first 3 volumes. I need to pick up more. But yeah, I don't see a lot of people talking about this one either. I believe it just finished, or it is soon to be finished. I can't remember. I believe it's only 12 volumes long. I'm not positive, though. But I absolutely love this. Definitely worth checking out. Yeah, I like it. Let's see. All right. What's a series you don't own but want the most in your collection? And that's number 8. For me, I would love Mushishi in manga format. Like, would die to have it. it is very, very expensive, and it is out of print. So it is very hard to come by, and the used copies are relatively either A, hard to find, or B, just super, super expensive. I know one year I was looking at it, and I think I found a title that was like used for like $500, and I was like, wow, that's a lot. But yes, I would definitely love to own Mushishi one of these days. It would be awesome. I always tell my friends, like, if I was rich, I would have that whole collection right now. Number 9, do you have a manga with a favorite spine? I wasn't sure about this one. I don't necessarily have a favorite per se, but I really like Bride Story's spine. I know the quality on my camera isn't very good. It is my phone camera, so I apologize. But yeah, see, you're just getting the glare. But I really like the detail and like the lettering, and then I like these books in general. They're very detailed. Let's see if I can find just their garments and whatnot. If you can maybe see just all the detail that went in just to her dress, and just, it's such a beautifully drawn manga, and the story is very, very good as well. All right, last question, number 10. Is there an unread series on your shelf that you're most looking forward to reading? There are. For Christmas, my brother actually bought me a couple volumes, and one of them is orange, right here. I have been wanting this for a while, but I haven't really had the funds to buy it, and he bought me the first one. I'm very excited to read it. Everyone says it's amazing, and that everyone should read it, and that it's gonna make you cry, so I'm looking forward to this. And then the second one, now I'm sorry if I have butchered any of these names, and one of the reasons why I haven't like said who is the author to these, I would just kill their names and I feel really bad, so I'm trying to avoid it, but I'm gonna butcher this. Toyo Game, perhaps, is how it's called. I am very excited to read this one. I really like horror manga and anime, or just like psychological, get in your head, twisty. I like it, and I'm very, very, very excited to read this. It's not opened yet. I don't plan on opening it quite yet. I know the second volume is coming out in January, so I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to wait until that one comes out, because I feel like I'm really going to like this. And that is all for the questions that AloofDragon had on her tag. I had a lot of fun doing this video. It's a little nerve-wracking because like I said, I've never really been in front of a camera before, and I don't really have great quality of a camera, so I kind of feel like, and I probably ramble a lot because I'm nervous, and I apologize, but I'm hoping to make more manga videos in the future. I'm hoping to do reviews and manga hauls, but I don't have a ton of funds, so it's not going to be like these huge hauls, probably. At least not to begin with, especially around this time of year. But I am excited to do that and do first impressions and see where I can take this channel. I'd like to grow and, geez, I'm just stuttering all over. I am so sorry. But I would like to learn a lot from this experience, and just like, I know that the beginning is probably going to be super rough, but I'm hoping that I can do a better job in the future and maybe keep people interested in this awkward stage that I'm in right now. So thank you guys for watching. This is Penny signing off.